Hey everybody, I'm Tony George. He is Scott Spreitzer. We're talking Thursday night college basketball coming your way here, Pac-12 style. The Arizona Wildcats taking on the Washington Huskies. And Arizona, Scott, 0-4 in true road games,
Right.
travel up to Wisconsin, or pardon me, Washington, who's been struggling as of late. Interesting matchup here on Thursday night.
Yeah, it is. I think you're going to see, Arizona obviously laying a little bit here at Washington. It's a huge game for the Huskies, Tony.
Oh.
I mean, listen, Arizona, by the way, I want to start with them. They are a dangerous basketball team come March. I mean, if you look at some of these losses that they've suffered, 5 points to Baylor, 4 points to Gonzaga. They lost in overtime by 1 point to the Oregon Ducks. They lost by 1 point to Arizona State. And that's a huge rivalry game where Arizona let one slip away. They were up by double digits in that game. This is a top 15 team in my power ratings, talking about the Wildcats. And check out their offensive metrics. They're outstanding. They're top 25 also on the defensive end when it comes to defensive efficiency as far as field goal percentage is concerned. Listen, I had a 7-star going against Washington over the weekend. We had Colorado. They beat them by 14, and they covered the spread for us in Colorado. But I'm going to come back and back Washington here. Ooh. It's just one of those spots where, listen, must win doesn't mean will win. It's not an automatic. We know that. But I think they've got at home the kind of backcourt who can give Arizona a little bit of trouble in this particular spot. Now, if everything was on the line and this was a Pac-12 second round or championship game come March, or even a big dance game, I'm siding with the Wildcats. But I think in this particular spot, Washington is the way to go, Tony.
Well, if they're catching more than 5 at home here, that line should be somewhere between 3 and 5, maybe higher. I have them power rated at 7. Arizona -7. That's on a neutral floor now. They're traveling up there, and they play that Jim Boeheim zone defense up there.
Well, that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to zone the crap out of Arizona.
That's
By the way,
exactly.
real quick note, Arizona's 2-10 against the spread in their last 12 road games, Tony.
Look at that. I had that. Are you stealing my notes? I had that
I've
written
got
down.
a little camera above your desk at home. You never
Well,
even
Washington's
noticed,
3-7 against the spread. Their last 10 games here, and Arizona averaging 12 points per game more on offense. As a matter of fact, the number 2 ranked offensive efficiency team in the Pac-12, and Washington's second to last, only to Cal here. But this really, I wouldn't call it a back against the wall type game for Washington, and I wouldn't call it a must-win game. But this looks like a very, very good spot to trip up an Arizona's team that has struggled on the road mightily here and are going to be laying some substantial points here. I'd have to lean with Scott. If we're catching 4 or more in this game, I'd back the Huskies here at home because it's going to be make the last stand type thing, Scott.
It's Tony George. I'm Scott Spreitzer. Grab that $60 free account. Great way to give Doc Sports a trial run. And again, all you got to do is click on the link below the video to get started. He's Tony. I'm Scott. We are DocSports.com. Let's put him in the win column. We'll talk to you again. Check out our videos, by the way, our home videos. We're talking props for the Super Bowl. We're talking college basketball, NBA every single day. And, of course, make that visit to DocSports.com, part of your daily routine. Talk to you next week.